Great, my golden Mario amiibo is selling for $5,000 by now. I will soon raise that price to $10,000 and I will be rich. Oh. Hey everybody, MarikoOkuri here, bringing you part 7 of Let's Play Megaman X command mission. Don't look at the screens, there's nothing to be seeing there. In this part, we are going to continue on with Tiana Camp. As soon as in the last episode, we finished saving a bunch of prisoners, or at least opening up their cells, because apparently they're just standing there right now, I guess, waiting for us to finish everything else. But anyways, we're going to continue on with this door that we just unlocked here. So we're going to head down even deeper. Ooh, this room seems pretty dark. Alright, we got another maze area. Well, I guess this gives me some good time to talk about some more stuff. Mainly about, if you remember, I told you about the reasons why I wasn't available, or not available. Looks like this door is locked. Yep, we need a Tiana key. Yeah, I guess I'll continue talking. And I talked about how I wasn't available, or I keep saying available. I wasn't able to do anything or make videos for quite some time due to medical reasons and all that. But as soon as I finally got out of the hospital, I also mentioned how I was still sick for a little while. I just finished my last procedure. I mentioned this in the last episode, but I finished my last what was it called? Forget what it's called. Emission, or yeah, I think it's a mission. Where I'm admitted into the hospital and have to stay in there for a couple of days while they gave me chemotherapy. So after I finished that, I didn't have to deal with them anymore. But as soon as I got out of the hospital, I started having mouth sores. I was a little bit tired. Oh, actually, Massimo needs some healing. I forgot. I didn't notice that. I was too busy talking to myself. Let's see. I don't know if he's gonna level up soon or if we're gonna go pick up something. So, well, there's a life tank or life crystal, tank energy crystal just down the hallway. So I think what I'll do, I'll give him 60. It's a tough call. I'll give him 50. There we go. Hopefully that'll help him last. Alright, anyways. So I got out of the hospital. I ended up with mouth sores, and I wasn't able to eat anything for a good while. What was worse is that I wasn't able to eat any sugary drinks and or another armored 3. Any sugary drinks or or eat anything that raises my blood sugar. And the thing is that I did have diabetes, somewhat like temporary diabetes. I guess I forget what type of diabetes exactly, but basically a diabetes that wouldn't last for like forever, or like I wouldn't need like special treatment for it. It would just be like something that I would have to take care of for a while with insulin and such, so that way it doesn't get too high. Anyways, I couldn't eat anything that would raise my blood sugar, and you know, I thought this was something simple. You know, I just had to watch my sugars for a little bit and then it would go away. But apparently all my everything I eat, or what little I eat, seems to raise my blood sugar by a lot. For example, just drinking... Think of those chocolate milk jugs that you get in kids' meals that you get at McDonald's. Now imagine just only drinking like maybe a third of that. My blood sugar would go up by twice as high than it usually would if I drank that. So my blood sugar is like, I can't, okay, good, it's a good thing I took only 50. So I got that 50 back. Nope.
Anything to report?
No, Master.
I trust that you understand. If you try anything funny, the POWs will be turned into scrap.
I understand, Master Silverhorn.
Good. The Rebellion Army owns you now. Don't forget that.
Here's a funny white walk cycle. Anyways, that's I forget who it's called. I actually forgot her name. But anyways, that's the one. That's the main hostage that we need to, that we're trying to rescue. Oh god, this is a maze. And the worst part is that there's going to be a lot of enemy encounters if I don't figure it out soon. Okay, these guys are still new. But yeah, so I had to take care of my. So I can't even eat it. And the worst part about this story is that when I had the mouth sores, I thought that, you know, oh man, I really. We went to the grocery store one day, and there was a bunch of drinks I really wanted to try out, or at least like have in the house. One of a few of them were what I like to call the Hispanic version. But basically, it's the glass bottle versions of sodas, like glass bottled Coca-Cola, glass bottled Sprite, and all that. Usually, you usually find them in like Hispanic restaurants and/or Hispanic stores mostly. You don't really see them as often in like Walmart, which is where I found them. But
here we go, final.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of those. I bought a Snapple of kiwi strawberry. I brought home 2 half and half sweet teas, or just half and half teas from McDonald's, because I was hoping that, you know, this whole entire mouth sore thing would blow over quickly, and it somewhat did. But as soon as like I found out that I couldn't drink anything without having my mouth just complain, or not my mouth, my blood sugar complaining that I'm having too much sugar in my system. They're sitting in my fridge right now for already like a week now, and I really want to drink them, but I can't because my blood sugar is not going back to normal like it should. Anyways, enough of my problems. We picked up a tomahawk. Let's see what that does. Oh, we actually have 2 of them. Let me see. Let me see what they are. I don't remember them that well. Let's see. 10 weapon energy, 60 power, and has a negative 25 hit ratio. Yeah, no thank you. I'm not a fan of weapons that do not land at all. Mainly because it kind of reminds me of Earthbound and/or Pokemon with moves and/or weapons that they're already maxed out their speed. Weapons and/or moves that end up not even landing at all, and what's even worse is that if you get it, if you're really unlucky, you would get it when you would get that negative hit ratio in succession. So every turn you would just keep on getting a miss on your with your attacks, and it really bothers me when that happens. To give you a good example, I don't know how many people of you actually have this, and wow, that did some damage. I don't know how many of you actually have this game, but Tomodachi Life for the 3DS, where you have your Miis, you know, hang out on an island and all that. There's a game called Tomodachi Quest, which is basically like an old JRPG style role-playing game, or basically a JRPG, like the old NES ones, like Final Fantasy and all that. One of your characters, you have the choices of 2 attacks, and one attack that does a lot of damage, or does the most damage, has like a 50-50, or I think, or at least when I'm playing, more like a 60-40 chance of landing. And the thing is that every time I use it, because especially against like a very strong enemy, that's like destroying the whole entire team because it has a lot of attack. I really hate it when I try to use the strong attack and it always fails in every single turn I use it in. So that's why I stick away from any weapons and or abilities that doesn't have that high of a hit ratio. That's the same with Pokemon. Any moves that if there's two moves that are exactly the same but one of them has a higher hit ratio, I'm definitely going for the higher hit ratio, even if it has a smaller attack. At least I can or it has less damage. At least I can at least make sure that I actually land an attack instead of just, you know, waiting for that strong attack to actually happen. Right. Build armor, build shield. I believe those are the items that help increase your your level. Yeah, but I'm saving them. I remember now. I'm saving them until we get all our party members, so that way I can figure out who needs what. So, okay, we finished off this area. There's only the exit in that room, so there's only that door and this way. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where we are. Okay, yeah, now I see where we are. Alright, it seems the three... Are those crystals or is that an exit? I can't tell. There's a little map on the corner that actually helps, unlike the map that we see. Okay, I think this is the exit. So let's go for that other room. Maybe I think those are crystals that I saw on the map.
You can lean on me.
Wow. Alright, nothing. Yep, I was right. Let's see. Warm up, boost power, and boost shield. I think this game is trying to give you a message saying that I should probably raise my shield. Alright, nice. Massimo is finally caught up with us. I think there's gonna be a boss fight down this road, so I think what's best... And there's a FedEx truck outside. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Thing is, my dog seems to... we have our dog without a collar. And it's mainly because it's one of those fence collars. So we try to make sure that he's not he doesn't attack, but he does kind of scare people with his bark. So I try to keep him in check whenever there's packages coming in or not. Anyways, okay. You know what? Here we go. Took a lot, but it's gonna be worth it when we get into the fight. All right. I think this might be the last lift. Whoa. Alright. Well, the music's changed, so I'm gonna guess that means something. Oh. Who in the world? Massimo, you should be dead! This Reploid is mine. Take this! Launch sequence for freeze gun has begun. Or freeze cannon or something like that. I don't know. Freeze shot. I think that's what it said. Freeze shot! Anyways. Alright, so here's our next somewhat mid-boss fight. Basically three powered up guards with one of them having a freeze cannon on their back that's charging up. I'm gonna guess it's best to take on the middle one. So, man, we got a water guard out of him. Nice. We actually get some pretty good items and weapons from some enemies. For example, the big hulking enemy that we faced in earlier with that had like a somewhat handle axe. If you are successful in grabbing an item from him, he actually gives you a boost speed. Beyond free shot, I wasn't able to read fast enough. Ooh. Alright, let's see, I think I'm gonna have X try to save up his charge shot, even though he does have a weapon, or his Buster is pretty powerful in, or has like the weakness to these enemies. But I think it's best to have him charge it up so that way you can hit them all at once. Massimo, power charge and take on this one. So close. If I was able to get a little closer, I could have gotten a final shot on him. Blizzard does pretty good. Actually, these guys don't even have that much of defense. Anti-lock. Oh, there we go.
You can't run away!
Nice. Alright. You know what? I think these guys aren't. I was expecting to have a higher defense or much more health, so that's why I was trying to save it up for longer. But they don't seem to have that much defense in that regard. So I'm just gonna charge this up and finish him off. There we go. Yeah, not that difficult. Ooh, and we get a Mega Thunder. That's gonna be really useful for the boss fight.
You're Nana, the system operator, right? I'm X. I'm here to rescue you.
Wait a second. I'll let you loose.
When I noticed you were breaking in, I managed to reprogram the system so that the alarms wouldn't go off. I was captured, and they told me if I didn't cooperate, they'd kill the POWs. I couldn't.
We understand. It's all right now. We'll rescue every last one of them.
Let's go get that creep.
I'll stay here and back you up.
Nana?
I can't forgive what he did. I'll help you the best I can.
Okay. You check up on the rebellion army.
Oh, and Nana, is there any record of me being held here?
Massimo. Steel Massimo, right? It says you were captured 10 days ago and subsequently placed in solitary confinement. It also says that after 5 days of refusing to cooperate, you were executed.
Executed?
So this means that they killed somebody else instead? This is unbelievable.
So apparently Massimo was killed. But he survived, yet he's still somewhat of a coward. I'm surprised he actually was able to keep his cool. I'm winking over here. You can't really see me, but... Anyways, continuing on. Oh, now they're basic enemies. So that explains why they don't have that high of defense. They actually are basic enemies, or at least like beyond the door, that door that we went through. All right, so I'm just gonna have X charge shot if Massimo and Spider aren't able to finish these guys off on their own. Let's get you. I'm gonna try to get Spider to collect as many water guards from these guys as possible. X, just attack. There we go. Oh, maybe I should have... Oh, right, they still have their freeze guns. Or freeze shots. But it doesn't really do that much damage. Alright. Oh, we got a warm-up. I guess that would heal, frozen effects, I guess? Do I want to use it now? No. Well, let me hold it off for one more turn. Take out this guy first.
Let's do this!
Nice. Bullseye. Wow, that really hurt. It's such a special attack about how weak it is that they had to give it its own name. Alright, anyways. Alright, I think it's time for X to finish him off.
Charge shot! Now! Yeah!
There we go.
I did it!
Liquid suffocation. I am interested to know what that means. Is that a weapon, an item, an equipment? What is that? Hold on. Does he say? Oh, we still have Zero's sword. No. No. Here it is. Liquid suffocation. Chance to inflict freeze status on enemy. Why is that a liquid suffocation? Unless I guess if you called it I don't know, like what was that thing called? Crap, I forgot the name of it. Nitroglycerine, liquid glycerin. I guess that would work, but I don't know. Let me check the time. Yeah, I was hoping to get to the boss fight in this episode, but it looks like it's not going to be possible. I spent a lot of time kind of like slowing down the... I kind of blame myself for this one. I kind of spend more time trying to show off the... Or not show off, but like talk more than play, so I kind of slowed down the battles a little bit, so that was kind of my own fault. But I'll promise we'll definitely get to the boss fight and probably some extra stuff after that in the next episode. So, if you guys like this video, subscribe to this channel, white little button, give me a good thumbs up review down below this video, and check out my other parts if you like this one. In the next part, we are going to tackle on Silverhorn, as well as find out where the POWs are. And possibly, if there's enough time, kind of explore a little bit more of the main area, as new things will be unlocked for us. So, I will see you guys next time.